Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Tyme. Peachy Time. Tune in on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Come join us on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Join us on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
You ain't gotta do it just like me. It's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses. Mwah. You gonna do the same thing? And everybody, y'all already know who he is.
POOLI the barber.
POOLI the barber. My husband.
What up, though?
What up, though? That's that Detroit, that Michigan shit. Now, y'all know everything is allegedly. Everything is explicit language. We'll try not to cuss too much. Now, my mama done had some things to say. I ain't even tell you. She said, when you get to doing too much cussing, I just come off. I said, okay. Sounds about right, Mom. But y'all already know how we do. We finna wait, let everybody pull on up in these streets with the missus and with POOLI, the barber, my husband. And not only that, we are missing Jessica, but y'all can see her picture right there. It's just like she's here. Look at her. But she's not. Jessica had to go to a wedding. Not her wedding, but she had to go to a wedding. But we better go ahead and hit this playback right quick. Here we go.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Tune in on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Come join us on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Join us on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Let me talk to IG right quick. Y'all already know what to do. If y'all want to come over and watch the clips, you got to come on over to YouTube, baby. Click that link in that bio. Click the link in the bio. All right. Hey, y'all. We are back in the building, baby. Yes. This is what I'm sipping on tonight, y'all. This is what I'm sipping on tonight, y'all. I can't say too much. Because it's a weekday. So I can't say too much. But what I will say is, this morning, I couldn't say too much. I didn't even have a show yesterday. It was no show yesterday, baby.
So I don't know what you was doing.
I know. Y'all, all I can say is Jessica came over. Me and Jessica watched the playback to the show on Wednesday with Tiff. Yes, with my girl Tiff. If you get the guys did not see that show, OMG. A great show it was. Very informative. Very, very, very informative. Which is something that we need more of. And it was a lot. It was a lot, but we handled the conversation very well. It wasn't too much crying, but we did share some tears. So I want to say I got to give a special shout out to somebody, y'all. And I see they are here. This person right here, my friend, my sister,
Whatever.
our kids, godparent, her and her husband, godparents. Audra, I got to shout you out. And I know she's probably like, what in the hell is Tennille talking about? What she finna say? This young lady, I talk to Audra almost every day. Every day. And it seemed like this week has been so stressful for me. Getting ready for the show and everything for Wednesday. It was a lot. It was a lot. I have 4 pages of questions that I have wrote out. And the show took a whole nother turn. And we spoke from our hearts. Which I love that we did that. But at the same time, you know, I haven't been talking to my friend like I usually talk to my friend. But I'm going to call you, girl. Don't worry. I'm going to call you. We got so much to catch up on, so much. Especially why I'm drinking water tonight. I got to tell you, girl. I got to tell you. But anyways, y'all, it was rough this morning. It was so rough. I was very sick this morning. You know, it was rough. It was rough. And that's all I'm going to speak on it. That's all I'm going to say. Now, if y'all want to know more details, hit me up in my inbox and I'll explain it to y'all. I will. I really will. But I'm not going to say it on the show tonight. That's what I'm not going to do. So we better get started, y'all. You already know what we do. You already know. We always got to start with talent. Baby, what was your... Now, y'all, that's what we do call each other a lot, baby. Baby, what was your day like today? You went to work with all the ladies that work at your shop, salon/shop. How was your day today? Good answer. Good answer. Really? No, yes, really. How was it?
It was one of them days.
It was one of them days. Oh, I'm sorry. It was one of them days. We're going to have to do something different. I'm going to have to, because I can't keep doing it. All right, y'all. We got to get this camera going right. So we finna go ahead. We going to get started. Hey, Josie. Hey, Fred. Fred is saying he in the building, baby. He in the building. So, Fred, to you too, just as well. You had a rough week. You had a rough week. You called me. We spoke about a lot of different things. And I just really, really hope today went better. And I hope you have a great next week. And to everybody, happy, what's coming up? Happy almost Labor Day. Be safe.
Birthday.
Huh? That was Trey's birthday too. It's my baby birthday. Labor Day. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can see me good. It's my baby birthday! Yes! Oh, sorry. Cheers to Trey. What better way to cheers with water? Cheers to Trey.
She was looking for that drink too.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you was.
No, I was not. No, I was not. No, I was not, y'all.
You just found out you was going to drink that water.
Yes, I am. It's water all night tonight. It's water all night tonight. Trust and believe, though, I do want to go fix me a drink. I do, but I shouldn't. I shouldn't want to. No, I don't. I don't want to. But anyways, my baby's going to be 7 years old on Monday, which is Labor Day. We're super, super excited. It's a lot planned that he don't know about. So I'm super excited. Yes, you super excited? You finna have a 7-year-old son?
Yeah.
You didn't sound too excited to me. Is you excited?
Yeah, I guess.
God bless him with being here another year.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Exactly. Y'all gonna get to know POOLI. Y'all, that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all gonna get to know POOLI. Y'all gonna be like, Tennille deal with POOLI for 23 years. That's what y'all gonna say. Mm-hmm. Because I already know y'all saying, how the hell Poolie deal with Tennille? I already know. I know. I'm a handful. You gotta tell me. I already know. And shout out to Nene. I forgot all about that. Shout out to Nene Leaks. Our heart goes out to her. She lost her husband, Greg Leaks, on yesterday. It was all over the blogs. But of course, Peachy Tyme knew. Peachy Tyme knew it was about to happen. Because why? The missus brought y'all the little clip. Y'all remember that clip? Mm-hmm. So we finna go ahead and get to our talent for the night. And once again, rest in peace to Greg Leaks. He was, to me, the best husband on every reality TV show that I've seen. He was one of the best husbands, I must say. And I think Greg would definitely be missed. I really do. You remember Greg?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad, man. Sad situation. But here we go, y'all. Let me hit my mute button.
Now last time that I got mad, I went overboard. I'll admit I might have tripped a little too hard, but my suspicions I be thinking make me paranoid. Like I could picture you fucking around with other bros. Then I walk in the door, my nigga packing shit. The fuck you going, my nigga? That leaks ain't up yet. Boy, go lay down before you say some shit you gon' regret. Be doing shit you don't mean when you get this upset. He say he getting tired of dealing with me, but bitch ain't no escape, that don't mean nothing to me. I follow you to your job, I make a whole fucking scene. Don't believe me, nigga, try me, bitch, I show you what I mean. Yeah, okay. So he hopped in this whip and cut some corners on me. So bitch, I hopped in my shit and bitch, I'm trailing on him. He gon' need me in a minute, them tires leaking on him. I poked some holes in them bitches before I left this morning. Pull up beside him, I know that nigga mad too. Roll my window down and I said, hey, you need a ride, boo? My sugar daddy took me out just to kick it and settle down. And them shots was coming round after round. I drank him, but he preferred to drink Crown. You know he old, so we had to slow it down. I'm ready to go, cause his old ass all on me. But I'ma chill, cause I know he gon' give me some money. I'm at the bar, just me and my hand, chopping it up with his old ass friends. I took one too many shots to the head. Got back to the room, Papa threw me on the bed. He came alive, I'm surprised he ain't dead. Girl, that old motherfucker put my legs behind my head, bitch. You won't believe me how he did it, it was outrageous. More energy than a 3-year-old baby. You had to see it to believe it, I ain't crazy. Girl, I had this old school nigga underestimated. He picked me up, set that ass on the dresser, and bent me up like a motherfucking person. I swear that he changed my whole mind. I turned around and let him hit it from behind. And I'ma let him get it when he want it each time. Had a bitch come faster than Amazon Prime.
That's my girl Naya, baby. And Naya, y'all, she be doing her thing, baby. I really like that girl. She just came out with a new song. Y'all go on YouTube and check it out. She's actually rapping. No singing at all the entire song. Just sitting there rapping. It's called Peaches. Now, y'all know I was looking to see if they gave a shout out. I was waiting on my shout out, but I ain't get my shout out. But it's okay. It's okay. Because one day she going to shout me out. I tell you that much. So we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get started. The first clip that I'm going to play, my condolences goes out to the family of the young man that was killed in the elevator. He was on the football team. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it was college football. But we're going to see. But he was on the football team, and he got crushed in the elevator. So here we go. I probably shouldn't have said crushed, because we'll see. Here we go.
News at 9, a student killed in an elevator tragedy.
The 18-year-old attended Champion Prep Academy. Atlanta PD says they responded to someone crushed by an elevator. Let's head out to CBS 46's Sierra Cummings. She's live with the breaking details. Sierra.
You know, this is such a horrific story. Within the past hour here, we heard from Champion Prep Academy, and the school confirmed tonight that the family does know. They confirmed his death. He's 18 years old, and we're choosing not to identify him right now because the family is on the way from Missouri to Atlanta to work on preparations. Here's what we know. Atlanta Police Department, they told us that they responded here to 444 student housing to help the fire department with crowd control. They said this happened around 2:45 after reports of someone being trapped and crushed by an elevator inside the student housing complex. Champion Prep Academy had been housing students here for the semester. The entire football team lived here. In fact, the victim was on the elevator today with his teammates when this all happened. They are completely heartbroken. They consider each other's brothers. That's how close they all were. Teammates who actually witnessed all of this, they told us that they are heartbroken about this tragedy. They didn't want to show their face on camera. We did talk to them tonight under the terms of anonymity, and they were very emotional to be able to witness something like this. In their own words, they said they were on the 3rd floor. They were getting ready to take a step off. And at that point, when the victim was trying to take a step off, the elevator fell, taking the student down with him. He was stuck on the ledge, and after a few minutes, they realized he had gone unconscious. Now, the interesting thing about this student housing complex, students have said they have continuously reported some of their concerns with the elevators. Just to name a few, they've had several other housing issues here, and they were trying to get this all resolved, trying to see if their reports had made it to the right people. We're working to confirm a lot more about this investigation, but I want you to be able to hear from the teammates that were with him today. Take a listen.
Elevator stopped on the 3rd floor. He was trying to get out, caught his body in there. He was in there for about a good 2 hours.
Waiting on police response.
Waiting on the police to respond. I ain't even got words for it. I ain't got words.
So seeing him like that, that hurt me because just before I came here, I had to bury my brother. I seen my brother die. So seeing somebody I get close with, it always hurt.
Just an emotional day really out here. Again, this happened around 2:45. They say around 4 or 5 o'clock, the scene was cleared. And from that moment on, the teammates, friends, they were all standing out here crying, just trying to piece together this horrific situation which happened here today. There is a lot more in this investigation that we're working to confirm. We're going to bring you live updates coming up here at 11. Live in Atlanta, I'm Sierra Cummings, CBS 46 News.
That was sad, y'all.
That sounds weird as hell.
Yeah, I said the same thing. The first thing that came to my mind was how many kids was on this elevator. That's number one. Then the second thing that came to my mind was, are these kids being truthful? Did somebody push them? Was they roughhousing and they playing? Like, no, you can't get off. You can't get off. And stopping him from getting off. I know when I used to work in the building at my job, we always used to put our hand in between the elevators. All the time. Nothing new. Everybody would do it to try to stop the elevator. You know, because we might be running, trying to hurry up and get to the elevator so we can start our lunch. And it's getting ready to close. So we'll just put our hand through there like that, and then it open right back up again. So I'm like, what? It had to be something. Now, what was the thoughts that went through your mind while you said that sounds strange?
I mean, you said it was on the 3rd floor.
3rd floor.
And he was getting off.
But they also said that they had been complaining about the elevators not working.
And it dropped.
It dropped. Yeah.
So was the doors closing? And he got stuck in the door?
Exactly. Those are the questions that I want to know too, y'all. So now I saw this story. This happened Wednesday. If I'm not mistaken. Because I saw this story before I did Peachy News. That same clip that I just showed y'all. And when I tell y'all, I'm like, I can't play that. That's not for the show. For what me and Tiffany was doing. I'm so glad that I waited. Because now the body cam footage, the cameras, everything was in there. And to me, it's just sad that the minute they tell them, the minute the report came out and they say that the students have been complaining, saying that they have asked them to fix the elevators, that the elevators messed up. It's mighty strange. 2 days later, y'all come out with this footage that I'm finna show y'all. Okay? So here we go.
An elevator accident earlier this week have now hired attorneys, and late this afternoon they announced they're planning an independent investigation.
Also today, Atlanta police released body camera footage showing the moments before and after the incident. Joe Hankey gives us a look tonight.
The chaotic and tragic scene on Tuesday, as well as a look at the moment the elevator collapsed. It was all captured on a body camera from an Atlanta police officer. After the victim was taken to the hospital, the Atlanta police officer watched the surveillance camera video of the incident. A crowd of people are on the elevator. Its doors are open as it's moving down. Some jump off safely, but Jamarcus McFarland would become trapped.
How many people's in there?
Atlanta Fire reports 16 people getting off safely, and it found the elevator collapse, pinning McFarland. The body camera video shows a crowd of people surrounding firefighters as they start working. Eventually, the police officer tells them to take the stairs to another floor to make room, as more firefighters with equipment arrive.
If you want to help, you have to go back.
The rescue process took over an hour. Once removed and put on a stretcher, Atlanta Fire reports McFarland had a pulse, but it was weak. He later died at Atlanta Medical Center, which is next door to the Highland Avenue building where the incident happened. McFarland was living here along with his football teammates from Championship Prep Academy. The officer can be heard talking with other officers as they gather details of what happened.
His friend said that it was higher and he jumped to crawl out and it started moving slowly.
State officials tell 11 Alive the elevator's yearly inspection permit expired in August of 2020. The building's manager claims the weight limit for the elevator was exceeded by nearly 1,000 pounds. And investigators with the state are looking into how exactly this accident happened. Currently, there's no timeline for when that investigation will wrap up.
This week have
Now, do you want to start off, or you want me to go ahead and start off?
Go ahead. I mean, that shit just tragic, man.
This is what I have to say. And once again, I want to start off by saying, because I don't know who's watching this show or who's going to watch this show. I want to say my heart goes out to the family that lost their child.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to every last one of them teammates that had to witness this, that saw it. My heart goes out to them. Let me bring this down. My heart goes out to them just as well. But my first question is the question that Audra just put up here. Why was 16 people on the elevator? Now, I'm sorry. But y'all, we got to make it make sense. We can't sugarcoat nothing with this situation right here. I'm sorry. To the family, to the friends, I apologize that this happened. But there's no way possible that all 16 of them kids should have, you mean to tell me not one person had enough sense to say, hey, we already having problems with the elevator. Hey, 16 people on the elevator is not supposed to be like that. Hey, is still COVID going on just as well?
But I mean, if they all on the football team, they all out there with no mask on anyway.
But still, somebody could have could have caught it. I'm gonna say that. I forgot the word I'm trying to use. But somebody could have caught it that same day or the day before. But true enough, yeah, nobody got on no mask. But at the same time, why these kids did not have enough sense in their brain to not get on this elevator. I don't care if the elevator was brand new built. 16 people do not need to be on no elevator.
Bro, we seen it. We've been on elevators that large.
You've seen elevators that large that you've been on and 16 of y'all was on there at the same time? Not what you heard, or not what you saw on TV.
I can't say I've been on an elevator with 16 people, but
that's all I'm saying.
I know it was crowded enough to where, you know what I'm saying, somebody's faces nose down there touching the door.
And I have too at my job. But 16 of us can't fit in the elevator.
I did not try to count. I wasn't sitting up here like, it's like 1, 2, 3. No. It's a lot of people on this motherfucker. That's all I know. I'm on the back of this bitch. There's a lot of people on here. And if I was to sit here and count, it probably was maybe about 12, 13, 14 people. You think about an elevator and it's 3 people across. You mean to tell me 3 more people?
3,
6,
9, 12.
And you still got room for somebody in the middle.
That's 4 more, right? 12, 30, 40, 50, 60. That's 4 more, y'all. 4 more people. So if y'all got 3 up against the door.
And who's actually counting how much a person weighs? I'm not finna sit up here, oh, damn, he look like he about 500 pounds. Nah, that's too much. I'm gonna get off. Nah, there ain't nobody doing that. Most people just say it's crowded, I'm not gonna get on. But if I'm with my friends, my teammates, we all going, half of us going to the same floor. Yeah, come on. Everybody might as well crowd up on here, go on here, go to the 3rd floor.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, y'all. I've probably done it myself.
But
at my job.
But knowing that the elevator
before COVID
is already fucked up
that's my thing.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I want to do it.
That's my whole thing. The elevator is already messed up. They already know this. But I mean, guess
have the elevator actually broken to the point where if they hadn't have jumped off, could he have stayed on there and just went down to the next floor? Because they was on 3rd.
They was on the 3rd.
So
and they was trying, but they all was trying to jump off.
But the elevator was going down.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, could he just said I might not be able to make it and just stayed on there and
it just go flat,
go down to the next floor or whatever?
I don't know. That's why the investigation got to go on.
But still, that was a faulty elevator. I can't blame nobody for that except for the people who own the building. And they didn't fix that elevator. But
I'm sure they're gonna try to say that 16 people shouldn't have been trying to get on the elevator.
They actually have a capacity. It actually show a person capacity on something.
They said it was over 1,000.
No, I ain't even just talking weight. It actually say how many people on an average weight. So on an average, if you're just looking at the number of average size people, that's what 16. I'm not looking at the weight. Because again, who's actually trying to count weight? I can count people easier than I can count weight. Because I don't know how much you weigh. He don't know how much I weigh. And we sitting up here trying to figure out, that's about 1,200 pounds right there.
Exactly.
I mean, we on the football team, so we pretty much know how much folks is weighing. He about 400 pounds. He about 3. He about 280. Mm-hmm. We about know. But at the same time, still, like I say, it may have a capacity on there of people versus just weight.
Exactly.
But at the same time, they're at fault for having a faulty
elevator. Unless, actually, they just at fault. Ain't no unless. Because it could have happened if it was just 2 people on there. Or 1 person on there.
Don't know.
You don't know. It just, maybe that was the day that it was ready to break. You know what I'm saying?
And you decided to show everybody on there.
And everybody decided to get on. So, here we go, y'all. are back. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, y'all. Please share this video on all my platforms. And we are back with our topic for the night, baby. Wifely duties. Now, I know y'all looking like, I know this ain't the pastor. No, this is not the pastor. This is not the pastor at all. But we're going to get into the pastor. But I wanted to share this with you guys. This man is basically saying that Keisha Kaor, Gucci Mane's wife, she basically earned her stripes, damn it, to get married. She earned them. You know, you have to earn them, but I didn't know you have to earn them like that. I thought that person just fall in love with you and y'all love each other and you get married. I didn't know that there's. Let's listen to this and then I'll come back and explain what I'm saying.
And in this video, I'm going to give you 4 reasons, and I may throw in an extra one, why Gucci Mane's wife has earned that, according to both he and her. Now, you know, a couple of the things that I talk about that matter so much are shut-upness and obedience. Now, here's the thing. Shut-upness doesn't mean that a woman can't talk. It means she can't talk when you're talking. It means that once you lay down the law, then she is going to follow that law and not dispute and debate and go back and forth and try to change what you have said or go behind your back and rearrange something that you have already set into place. Now, we all know the story, and if you don't, I'm going to clarify it for you. Gucci Mane was not in the right headspace once upon a time. He was always inebriated, very negative energy around him, 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot out. He admits this. He made a lot of enemies out of his friends and probably made some friends out of his enemies. But the reality of the scenario is this. Every man reaches a point in his life where he changes. But you have to go back and mend those fences. Well, here's the thing. Here's a woman that stood by Gucci before he mended those fences. He admits, she admits, he treated her terribly. He was not there for her. He was not very responsive to a woman who was trying to be there for him. And he caught a bid. Now, I want you men to answer this question. I want you to comment down below if you have ever had a woman that you thought would ride out of prison bid with you. I'm talking about be honest with yourself. Or if you have had a woman who rode out of prison bid with you, tell me how much value that proved to you. And none of you men had $2 million to leave the woman. This man went to prison and left his money with a woman that he had been mistreating, had not been receptive to her attempt to love on him. And he was gone to prison, a convicted felon. This woman is from the Caribbean. She could have taken that man money and moved on back to the Caribbean. And you know what he could have done? Nothing. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If you're a convicted felon, it's hell to move around the world. Depending on what your felony is, it's tough to move in the United States. And you know what she did with that money? She didn't spend it on herself, which she could have done. She didn't give it to her family, which she could have done. She didn't run off with the next man with it, which she could have done. He went to prison with 2, came out with 6 because she flipped it. And not only did she flip his money, she used some of the proceeds to create her own lane, her own revenue source. I'm going to be honest with you.
All right, I think that was enough. We ain't need to hear no more of what he had to say. Now, what do you think about what he just said?
Yeah. She earned it.
You need the inbox. Katari, Fred, don't you do that shit no more. I mean, Katari, don't you do that shit no more. You better say hi to the missus.
It's just like saying, I deserve, is what he's saying, and so to speak. She deserved it. She got it.
The marriage.
Yeah, she may have deserved it before, but he may not have known it. After this, she definitely deserved it, so she earned it, so to speak. So I get what he's saying. You know, it may be somebody might take it differently, but I mean, somebody could take a lot of things differently. You know, we could read the same book and get two different stories.
Two different lessons out of it. I agree. I think I think everything he said is facts.
It's facts.
You know. I just feel that Keisha should have been gone. I wouldn't have waited for his ass. Not his black ass. I wouldn't. Sorry.
But you don't know what type of real
Well, he just told us.
He fucked
He cheated on her several times.
She cheated on him too.
No, she didn't say that. He said that they both knew that he cheated on her. She agreed. He agreed. I mean, that he cheated on her.
She did her thing. He did his.
We don't know that for a fact. The only thing we know for a fact is what they have came out and said. And what they came out and said was, Gucci cheated on me. And that was it. Okay. Keisha cheated. Okay. We can only go off facts on Peachy on Peachy Talks. Hey, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, hey, y'all, we saying hey to everybody. Everybody saying we saying hey. Everybody saying hey to us. But I just think that women shouldn't have to take things over and over and over and over and over again for a man to feel like, oh, now she deserves the ring. Now she can have the ring. Why you can't get the ring right there in the beginning? Now, I'm not talking about we met today and tomorrow let's go get married. Do right. All that cheating and stuff, Gucci probably ain't no telling what Gucci was doing. I ain't gonna even put it out there. But ain't no telling what he was doing to that girl. I'm sorry. And they weren't even together that long? I mean, long enough, I guess. Right? Long enough for them.
Yeah.
For them. So I just thought that was crazy. Do you want to speak on anything else with that before we pull up the next clip? Because we running through it tonight, y'all. We want to make sure that we have a nice, happy night. Talk about this bull crap. Now, this right here, y'all, it's finna blow y'all mind. It's finna blow y'all mind, you know. And next week, we're gonna continue. We're gonna do a continuation of this next week, next Friday, and we're going to discuss manly duties. Okay, we're gonna talk about manly duties. Now, me and my husband, we're gonna be honest with y'all. Okay, so here we go.
Hey, check this out, honey. Check this out. Did a video the other day, right? About the, you know how people are. We've been in the ministry for a while, and you know how people like fabricating lies about the ministry. Mm-hmm. We've been married 33 something years, and let me see. Before we even came into the ministry, you was, let me see, how old were you when you got married? 18 or 19? 18. You was 18, and let me see. When it was just you and I, you had to cook.
Yes, sir.
You had to clean.
And I worked on it.
And you worked on the job.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you worked on the job. And let me see. And then we had Chuck. You still had to cook. Mm-hmm. You still had to come home and clean. Mm-hmm. And you still had to work on the job.
Yes, sir.
Is that about right?
That's exactly.
I want to make sure, because I want to paint this picture falsely. You understand me? And then, about 3 years later, three years later, we had Lydia.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You still had to cook.
Yes, sir.
You had to clean.
Yes, sir.
But at this time, you're not on the job.
Right.
Right. But you did work some over in Germany. Yes, on the economy when we was living over in Germany. Is that correct?
That's correct.
But when we got back to the States, of course, I had already had been in for a little while. And of course, we wasn't needing, we had no need of anything as far as financially.
Nothing.
And pretty much I demanded and commanded for you to stay at home.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
To where you had to cook,
yes,
you had to clean,
yes, sir.
You had to rear the children, cook, clean. I know I'll keep saying cook and clean.
Cook and clean.
Taking care of me. Is that right?
Yes.
Taking care of me. Raise the children.
Yes, sir.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is this stuff that wives supposed to do?
Now that was a lot, y'all. Okay, this is good. This is our reaction video. This is our reaction video.
Out your goddamn hand, you catch me like that. I swear to God.
You gonna knock the camera out of my hand?
What the fuck is you doing? It's too fucking early in the morning for this shit.
She did. She looked like she just woke up.
She looked like she just came out the goddamn bathroom, man.
He don't give a damn how her appearance is. Knowing that this video is a possibility, it could go viral. Pastor.
That's his first name.
No, he's a pastor for real. I had to do some research, y'all. His name is Pastor Charles Dower. Pastor Charles Dower. That's his name.
Don't do your wife like that, because if my wife did me like that, I told you, I swear, I would knock that camera out of her hand. You crazy? What did you recording me? I wasn't ready for this.
I agree. I would knock the camera out of his hand, and I probably wouldn't say anything to POOLI till later on that night, probably. It was time to go to bed.
But again, who is he trying to prove something to?
He's definitely trying to prove a point to the world.
To somebody?
To the world.
I don't know if it's the world.
Okay, to YouTube.
I don't know if it's the YouTube.
I think it's the YouTube.
It's somebody specific.
Okay, well, let's see. Here we go, y'all. We're going to continue. Now, tell me what y'all think about that. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, Audrey. Yes. Yes, she is saying yes, sir. That right there, she got her arms folded. So, to me, I think she's trying to block away some negative energy. Negative energy. And she talking about yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, POOLI, tell them what you said about her saying yes, sir. I had a problem with it.
I didn't see it as a problem, because you're going to ask me questions. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
But that's her husband.
But that's...
I say yes, sir, and yes, ma'am to certain people, but not to you.
But she's not talking to him. She's not talking to him.
What you mean?
She's answering questions. She's on fucking camera. So
he asking the questions.
But what I'm saying is she's answering the questions in a way that yes, sir is just saying, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me come in the house talking about some yes, sir to POOLI. POOLI gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what is going on with my wife?
It's not.
She ain't been talking like this.
It's not like that. It's not like yes. You've actually heard me say it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm not.
Oh, that's what you mean. Like she's saying it as
answering yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, I don't agree with that.
Yes.
No, I don't agree with that. I don't think that's what she's doing.
All of them is yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, don't worry. She gonna say it throughout the whole video. So let's see.
If she had a no, it'd be a no, sir.
I don't think that's what. Do y'all feel like that's what it is?
Keep it going.
Do y'all feel like that's what it is?
I could be wrong.
I'll just say, oh hell no.
That's because you won't say sir to nobody, now.
She do.
Who?
When we're at work, something like I come from up north. I'm from Michigan.
Yeah, who you going
from Michigan? Hold on. From Michigan, we don't say yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. We don't. When I started working at my very first job here, not my very first job, but my first corporate job, where I had to answer the phones, they told me I had to say yes, ma'am, and yes, sir.
Okay.
I had to. So then I've been in my field for so long, it became common for me to say it. And here down south, everybody says it, especially if they were born and raised here. A lot of people say yes, ma'am, yes, sir. In school, the kids, they have to be taught to say yes, ma'am, yes, sir. But at the same time, did I say it? Only when I had to work. That's it. Because to me, that put me in the mind of slavery shit, y'all. I'm just keeping it 100. Some people say it's called respect. I don't know. I wasn't brought up like that, saying yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Do I say it now? I could be at my mama's house right now. My mama say, Tanel, I'd be like, ma'am, I could talk to my mother-in-law right now. Tanel, ma'am, One of my friends may call where we could be sitting up here talking, ma'am. It's just common now. But this is my choice. I'm saying it. To me, she sounds like something wrong with her ass. That's just my personal opinion.
She got caught off guard.
Same for me, but I am not saying it to my husband. Exactly, Audra. POOLI, your nickname is Bae. I call you Bae. You call me Bae. I'm not finna say no. Yes, Bae. No, I mean yes, sir, Bae. Yes, sir, Bae. Here you go. Say yes, Bae, ma'am. Okay, Gretchen said she was taught to say it. As a child, Gretchen, you went to school with me. They taught you that as your parents? They ain't teach us that at school.
Everybody's parents ain't like your parents.
No, that's why I'm asking her. They didn't teach us that in school.
No.
They teach the kids in school now that they have to say yes, ma'am, yes, sir. So she says she was taught to say it. So that I think yes, POOLI.
We in the South.
I know that.
That's all.
That don't mean that.
But we talk about being from up
and they from Tennessee. They live in Tennessee. Not Gretchen. Gretchen, I don't know where you staying now. Okay, Gretchen said yes, her parents taught her that.
Right.
Pastor Dowell is in Tennessee. They in Tennessee. So maybe she was brought up like that to say yes, sir. I just don't think it's necessary that for you to say it to your husband.
Right.
She said my parents and grandparents for the most part. Right. Okay, and they probably was brought up in the South just as well. So we're going to go ahead and continue on with the clip because it gets even deeper.
Mothers supposed to do? Or have I got a distorted point of view of what life and marriage is all about and family?
That is part of what it's all about, but it should be a delight in women to, if you're going to have children, it should be a delight to rear your children, to make sure that they end up being the adults that are productive in life, that you know, love the father, love their dad here on this earth and things like that. So the cooking and cleaning is just part of being a woman, keeping your home. You want your home to be clean. You want, when the head of the house comes home, for things to be nice, neat, tidy, because he's worked hard, you want him to be able to come home and relax in his castle.
Well, our children now, of course, they don't live with us.
In his castle. Did y'all catch that? She made sure that she cooks for him, she cleans for him, not only for him, but for the kids just as well. And you should be delighted to do so as a mother when you decide to have kids, when you decide to get married. These are the things that she feels that you should want to do. Let's continue on.
No,
they're 30, this year, 30 and 27.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, we've been married all this time. Has the cooking and the cleaning and the washing of dishes, has that stopped?
Absolutely not.
You mean to tell me that even when you get married and when you stay married all these years, the cooking and the cleaning and the washing of the dishes, it doesn't stop?
It doesn't stop.
But that woman said that she was under so much bondage and under so much oppression because she had to come home and cook and clean. And not only that, I mean, but see, you did it a little bit different because I remember, all right, I remember even after getting out of the military, all right, I was working 3 jobs. Yes, sir. And then I got down to 2 jobs. I worked 2 jobs. And then I finally built up this 1 job to where I could work 1 and bring in greater income. Yes, sir. And you were homeschooling the children. Yes, sir. Is that right?
That's right.
You were cooking, cleaning.
Yes, sir.
Paying the bills.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
That's correct.
Now, we were homeschooling our children. We were using a Becker program.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you still had to take care of me.
Yes, sir.
Cook my dinner.
Yes, sir.
Wash my clothes.
Yes, sir.
And clean.
Yes, sir.
And perform conjugal rights.
Yes, sir.
And still had to get the children to bed. And this was all by yourself.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
And tending to all the saints that would come over.
Yeah, and that's including tending all the other children.
Okay, she need to be by herself then. If she got to do all of this by herself, she need to be by herself. Did y'all hear all these lists of things that she said that he said she had to do?
You can't say that, man. You cannot say that.
I'll just say he should have got a damn maid.
Exactly. Every cup of tea is not. He got one.
Exactly. Molly Maid right in front of y'all face. Look at her smile on her face.
She's happy. How can y'all be?
She ain't happy. You can tell her voice. Look at her arms.
That right there is not a fake smile. That smile is authentic and real. Because if this shit bothered her, she would not be able to smile like that.
Well, I hit pause.
Hey,
and it stretched out the laugh.
It don't stretch nothing. That smile is authentic.
You cannot convince me to believe that this woman is completely happy with now her life now.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
Niecy said, "I'll be damn. I'll be damn." Keep it 1,000, baby.
He sound demanding as shit. He's
very controlling.
He sound controlling as hell. But she looked like she with it.
33 years.
But somebody else that said something and he trying to prove a fucking point.
Yeah. So
that's what I'm seeing right now. Because all he keeps saying is me, I, have I, do I.
And he talking about what he call it? Conjugal, whatever. Those visits. You can't even say it.
Conjugal.
Yeah, conjugal. Yeah, visit. He trying to get some. No, and she doing all of that.
He ain't trying to get nothing.
Oh, he getting it. He getting it. Yeah, she ain't done. Here we go.
Children that will come over every weekend too, isn't that right?
And the Saints.
And the Saints. So, am I missing this? No, I think I'm missing it. And how long you been doing this ever since you've been married to me?
30-something years.
30-something years. I mean, I'm just want to make sure because I just got finished hearing this woman complaining about that. Now we're on the community. We've been on community 18 years now. On this community 18 years. We've been doing community 20-something years. All right. You still cook?
I still cook.
But you cook for a whole bunch of more people now.
Yes, sir.
At least once or twice a week, right?
Yes, sir.
You clean?
Yes, sir.
Still got to wash dishes?
Yes, sir.
Wash my clothes?
Every week.
And not only that, there are times you're even watching the children around here.
Yes.
And they're not your children.
No, sir.
But they are children.
Yes.
Because they're the part of the family of the community.
Grandma.
Yeah, grandma. And a lot of times people just stop over here because they want to see what grandma got in the candy bowl.
That's exactly right.
Or the fruit bowl.
True.
And you still have to even entertain them.
Yes.
What am I missing about this? I mean, is this the generation where women don't cook? They don't clean? They don't wash dishes? They don't take care of their husbands? They don't take care of their children? Are they queens or something? They're supposed to just sit on their ass all day long and let it spread? I mean, what am I getting wrong about this?
I don't know what women.
Y'all, the pastor just said a cuss word. I ain't know if y'all caught that. The pastor just said ass. We will continue on.
Do these things, but those are just natural things of becoming a wife and a mother. There should be a delight in it. Out there, I guess they just microwave food. I didn't grow up that way. I was blessed to have a hot meal every day, and I wanted to make sure that my husband and my children had the same.
Well, I do know we got role reversals today too. I know of pastors whose wives go to work and they stay at home, and they're not even rearing the children, but they're doing the cooking, the cleaning, and the children go to public school. And then the wives come home and they don't do anything. You understand what I mean? That's totally opposite of the way we actually done things. Have I always worked?
Always.
Extremely hard?
Very, very hard. Yes, sir.
Have you ever lacked and ever needed or wanted anything? Were you ever concerned about a roof over your head, where the meal your next meal was coming from?
Absolutely not. You've provided, even from the beginning, we were young, very, very young starting off, and you were very low ranking in the military at that time, but we never missed a meal. I always had everything I needed, even when it was just us on a little bit of money. We just did not need anything. We had a full house that was provided for. In fact, we lived in.
Y'all, I got a problem with this on all levels. On all levels. I just said something that where it go? She said that he probably was whooping her ass.
And this shit way down there.
It's down here.
Your blind ass.
You see it? I'm not blind. I got my contacts on. Oh, there it is. There it is. She said he probably whooping her ass. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me. And if he's not, then he probably will be. And we pray that he don't, because he is a pastor. So we are hoping that he's not. Everything on here is allegedly, of course. But the way she is talking, responding to him, once again, I can't say it enough, her arms crossed. Yeah, that means stuff. It does. It does.
She tired.
She's sleeping.
Look at her. Either she going to bed or she just got out the bed. Shit.
But at the
same, she can call her in the middle of one of the two, getting up or going. Yeah, at this point, I'm fucking bothered. Nigga, quit asking me questions. Can I go back to bed?
Exactly. And I agree with
Matter of fact,
Consuelo.
yeah, that's what she was doing. She was going to bed because
is that you, Rita?
She'd be going in there fixing breakfast for his ass.
Is that Rita? But he needs a slave.
He got a slave. What the fuck?
A slave that
he got exactly what he needed, and she got what she wanted.
What he wanted, because he don't need to have nobody like that.
Well, that's how he felt. And she felt like she had to be the one. How many years?
33.
Can I do you like that for 33 years?
Hell no.
Okay, then.
Don't even think about it.
She love it.
He already know it ain't going down. I complain. Well, let me quit. I love my job. But I don't want to be no slave. I don't want to be no slave to nobody. Nobody. And when I say that, I mean that. The only people that are somewhat, let me bring this down for a second because I want to make sure y'all see me. There's only two people that I somewhat feel like a slave to. Two people. That's Trey and Kirsten. Because I'm too busy around here cleaning up after them. I can't wait till they get older to clean up after themselves. And they are. And I make them sometimes. Clean up after themselves. Not all the time, but most of the time. But we're going to go ahead and continue, y'all, with this mess. And here we go.
In a 2-bedroom townhouse upstairs at 18 years old. Very nice. I think it had 2 or 3 bathrooms.
Yeah, 2 stores. And yeah.
2 stories. Very nice place.
Matter of fact, I even bought your own car one time.
You at that age, I think maybe Chuck might have been a few months old, and you
maybe 19, 20, no, 20 years old. I was probably 20 years old. I bought you. You were 19.
Yes, sir. And you came and brought me a car at my job, and I was really excited.
Isn't that something? Who built this house?
You did. And the brothers, with help of the brothers.
Amazing, huh? I don't know. I think that something's going on in this world. I don't know if it's the foods. I don't know if it's society. I don't know if it's the TV. But apparently, women are complaining about cooking, cleaning, washing dishes. It's a heavy burden, and they don't want to do it no more. I don't know what it is. I mean, apparently, I just thought I'd ask you because I realized that living out here in the country next to this creek, that we could possibly be out of touch with reality and society.
I would say so. I would say we probably are out of touch as to the things of the world. But I think today honey, women don't like being women. They want to take on the roles of men, but then they can't handle when they get in that position.
Hey, I would love for a woman to come and do what I do on a daily basis.
I would want to do what you do on a daily basis. I'm perfectly content with the role that I have. I love being a woman and all the things that are involved in that. And I think people, because our society is now everybody's transgender and all these different things they have going on. They already said in one of the reports you gave that they're tainting the food to make people not even know what they are, what they are genetically. So that who knows what's going on as far as that goes. But I think it's a desensitizing of who you are and what your position is in this world. And like you always say, we're doing roles in this world. We have a role to play so that we know where we're going to spend, how we're going to spend our eternity.
You think a woman could actually keep up with what I do on a daily basis in my job?
Absolutely not. I don't know how you do it. And I've been with you all these years. I don't know how you do it.
Who's it in this shit? Girl just said, I don't know. I think they deserve each other.
Yes. Yes.
Stupid is and stupid does.
Leave it at that.
Niecy said he seen her coming, somebody he can manipulate. Exactly. And they caught each other at a very, very young age, as you all can see. I just said I knew she was a stupid ass. Girl, bad. Deuces. She threw them deuces at her. Yes, y'all. I really wanted y'all to see that clip. Especially with it coming from a pastor as well. You know, but of course we all know that they are, a lot of them are in sheep's clothing, they call it, they say. A devil in disguise.
Yeah, but you got to remember also, people go by that book, and you got to remember how old that book is.
True.
And you know, in one testament, it changed in the New Testament.
Exactly.
So therefore, the Old Testament is no longer there. It's the New Testament that serves everything that you're trying to accomplish.
Like now. So back in the day when all that old stuff was going on, like, we knew stuff now.
Like new stuff like an eye for an eye changed in the New Testament. So in the Old Testament, it was an eye for an eye. So we want eye for an eye. But in the New Testament, it's forgive.
It's forgive.
It's forgive.
Oh, okay.
Ain't no eye for an eye. It's forgive.
Go on, baby. Go. Say that word. Say that word. Yeah. But I hope nobody is living like this now.
People, what?
I do.
What?
I hope they're the only people on earth that's living like this.
No.
Yeah, I know it's not.
I know some people. I actually know these people.
Okay, well then you need to make sure they don't come around us, and you need to stop. If you're going around them, don't go around them no more.
Can't stop them from coming around me.
Oh, please do.
But that's their relationship. You love it. You like it. I love it.
I guess. Well, I'm happy that you don't think that with us.
Some women like it as what?
Yes, don't say it like that in such a harsh way.
It is
because I don't know. I disagree with that. They don't like it. They don't want them to do it. They just stick around, but that don't mean they're sticking around because they like it.
What you thought?
No one likes to get.
You thought it was gonna stop? You thought because it's bee in this house, because it stung you the first time, it ain't gonna sting you again if it's still alive?
I agree to that, but that don't mean that I like being stung by bees.
If he still got a stinger, you ain't doing nothing to get the bee out the house.
POOLI, if you gonna talk right, talk right.
I'm talking right.
You know, doggone well, don't the kids don't even like getting whoopings. Nobody like to get whooped. Don't nobody like to get beat up when they get in a fight. Nobody like to get jumped. Nobody. So no woman wants to be in no relationship with somebody that's putting their hands on them.
For 33 years.
For 33 years, they don't want them putting their hands on them. Now, we're going to end that part right there. We're going to leave that right there. Now, This last clip. Now, this clip remind me
You
of
gonna
me.
hear me tonight?
This clip remind me of me and my husband. You know, people that got some sense. This right here to me is the way I would explain a wife and how a wife should be. So here we go. Now, I'm not going to stop this, y'all. I'm going to let this play out. Here we go.
I want you to share some insight on how ladies can answer this question. How can they be a good wife for their husband?
I think it starts with friendship. I think it starts with having a foundation of two people who really enjoy being with one another.
You got to have fun with each other, people.
And they just want to have a good time, and they can be vulnerable or transparent with one another. They can be honest, but then they can like kick it and have the thrill and go through, you know, situations and struggles with, but it's cool going through those situations because you enjoy being with the person.
Yeah, so it's not just where you guys are headed, but it's who you are along the way.
Yeah,
right?
along the journey. So I would say first off, like, where is your friendship? You may need to rediscover that because I know, you know, the longer you've been married, you may be going through situations or transitions that may have been taking place in your family, and you may be in a grind moment and you just lost that friendship. So I would definitely say first off, rediscover that friendship that you may have had with your spouse.
So sometimes what this may look like, because guys do look for friendship, where I think that sometimes ladies are looking for like deep relationships,
emotional. We lead with some of us, not all, but most of us, we lead with emotion.
And so you want an emotional connection. So you want a guy, and I got guys that literally the moment you would say, I want you to share with me your feelings, the guys, something on the inside is like feelings. You know what I mean? We get dysfunctional. So
I only have one.
So guys have to grow from our wives in tapping into deeper levels of emotion. And so that's part of being a great wife is understanding that a guy's not necessarily like ready yet to go there, but the gateway to it is definitely your answer. And I agree that friendship is key. I wanted my buddy that I found when I first met you, you know, while we were going through different things, and that you mentioned grind mode, and we were going through so much, and our focus became like fixing our problems. And I lost a friend in the process. So I do think that friend, that was a good answer. Good answer.
Thank you.
Survey says.
You would hope so after 22 years.
Okay, so what else can a sister do to
I think the other thing is show some support.
Okay.
So especially when you have a go-getter as a husband, you know, someone who has dreams and aspirations, and you know they are always dreaming about stuff. They need support, and for a lot of times I showed my support in different ways, but it was led by, okay, if we're going to do this, then we need to do this. And it was always showing the potholes or the valleys rather than, you know, the peaks. And so I would say support by sitting down, listening to his dreams, helping him to think it out, maybe just kind of going down that dream lane with him. And then maybe you're in the middle of him actually pursuing a dream. The good old fashioned making sure the home is taken care of so that he can come home and have those moments of just relaxation and rest and safety.
I like that. and I will say to that, because there are a lot of ladies who may be watching right now, and they're like, I'm doing that. He needs to support me. And if that's the case,
we're gonna do another video that says how he could be a good husband to you.
Because there should be a balance. Obviously, we're not saying that chores are the only responsibility of a wife, or whatever the case may be, but there should be a balance within that relationship.
I mean, there were times where, you know, I've always had dreams. I've always had desires, but somebody's got to go first. You know, both of you can't be big dreamers, and then the kids are stuck at home like, what are we gonna eat? You know, the bills aren't paid. Mama, we don't have electricity. You know, so someone has to care for the home. And so there was a moment where I decided to put my dreams on pause to support him. And then there was a time where he put his on pause to support me. So there's a complete balance, but you do have to talk about who's going to go first. What's
Yeah.
the timeline?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add to helping these sisters out?
You know what, ladies? And then sometimes you just got to put it on them.
Oh.
You just got to hook a brother up
I bet y'all didn't see that coming.
in the bedroom. Lay it down, tell him who's the boss.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But show him love in a very physical way and put your all into it. I think if you can do those three things, if you could be his best friend, if you can show him support in his dreams, honor him, all that, and then if you can, tell him who's boss in the bedroom.
Okay, sex is the number 2 need of a dude. So just keep that in mind. One of the things that I will say is that in Marriage in Transition, the book that Lynette and I just co-authored that you can grab, and it's on Audible as well and on all places where books are sold. One of the things we have an entire chapter in that book that's devoted to romance. And the whole point of that chapter is to talk about when you're going through difficult seasons or you guys are just out of sync sexually, how you can get on the same page. And I think that book will give you some really, really, really great nuggets about how to.
All right, that's enough of that. Okay. The first thing I want to say about that clip was the friendship. Now, POOLI just sat here while he was looking at the clip and said, I don't remember if we had a friendship first. Didn't you say that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. No, we didn't. To be honest, we didn't. We did not. We did not have a friendship first. I saw him in the car. He was in the car. I was in the car in a different car. Seen him again the following weekend at the club. And we started talking for a little bit. Then we stopped. Then you got jumped. See, you ain't like it when you got jumped. Sorry, y'all. You got jumped at the Caliber. And then after that, that's when we started talking heavily. Oh, my stomach growling, y'all. And I don't even know why, because I'm not hungry. That's that liquor from last night. But we didn't have a friendship first. I guess the friendship grew along with the relationship. Mm-hmm. You would say that?
Yeah.
But one thing I can't say now is that we have a friendship. And I think one thing that keeps us going is laughter. Me and my husband laugh about everything. Everything. Everything is so funny to us. Except for when we get mad, of course, about something. And that's not funny. But one person may think it's funny, while the other person mad as hell. That's mostly me. Mainly me. Y'all know I laugh at everything, baby. Everything. But and it's been times where he laughed when I just wasn't feeling it. Like, you crack another smile, we gonna have some issues in this joint. Yes, like that. Like that. But at the same time, honesty was very important in our relationship as well. Going to church was very important. And when I say was, that's because we ain't going to the church house right now because of COVID. But that was something that we did before we even had kids. Sometimes POOLI would wake me up, telling me to get up. It's time to go to church. What you got to say? Because I keep burping. Whatever, you can't even smell it. It's so crazy, y'all. But for real, what would you say about our relationship? Well, our marriage. Our marriage. Out of all those clips, the 3 clips that we played, of course, I'm sure you think the last one probably will relate to us more than the other 2. But why would you think that video related to us?
They look like they have fun, man. They look like they put in together, They like they said, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have her back. I support you, you support me. We are support together. So I mean, that's pretty much how we fit in with them. Again, they look like they have fun.
They do.
That other couple, That motherfucker was goddamn controlling.
the pastor, y'all.
Yeah, that nigga was controlling. What was the one before that?
Gucci Mane and Keisha. KR.
That's just a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, that was a shit show. That was for giggles, y'all. For shats and giggles.
I mean, man, there's somebody for everybody.
It is.
And because of that, you don't know what you're gonna go through with the person that you think ain't shit, and come find out that's the motherfucker you supposed to be with.
Exactly. Well, that concludes that, y'all. Well, I'm finna play two small clips. For those that missed the Wednesday show with me and Tiffany, I'm gonna play the surprise, just in case you missed it, the surprise that I had for Tiffany, and then I'm gonna play another clip. So this was the surprise that I had for Tiffany. And hopefully the guy, well, there's no hopefully, James, which was the person that actually wrote this song, he came on the show and presented it to her, which is also the guy that sings and wrote and did the music, produced Peachy Tyme. Yes, he came on the show on Wednesday. And I had him make a song for Tiffany. And when I tell y'all, it was beautiful. And then once I got it, I added the pictures to it. So here we go. Hope you like it.
This song is dedicated to my sister, Tiffany. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Check it out. No one can explain something so tragic, like losing your loved ones, the ones that's closest to you. But there's a God who can ease your pain, and bring the sunshine through the heaviest rain. Tiffany, your children are looking down, and they would say, keep your head up, remember to never give up, and that we are safe, we're in the arms of God now. Till we meet again, but until then, you just hold on, keep the faith, yeah. Keep smiling, keep smiling, keep smiling. Hold on, stay strong, stay strong. Keep smiling, keep smiling. Cause better days will come. Sometimes you wanna fall down and you feel level to the floor. So you gotta know it's a God up there who will pick you up. Cause I know it's hard sometimes, and you wanna ask God why. But I know TJ and Tamari are looking down, and they would say, hold on to our memories and keep them close to your heart, and don't let go. Please don't let go. And just know you're safe. We're in the arms of God now. Until we meet again, but until then, you just hold on, keep the faith, yeah. Keep smiling, keep smiling, keep smiling, keep smiling. Hold on, stay strong, keep smiling, keep smiling, keep smiling. Cause better days will come. Keep smiling, keep smiling. Hold on, stay strong. Keep smiling, keep smiling, keep smiling, yeah. Yeah, yeah. This is created with love from your sister, Danielle, the missus. Yeah.
What's good, D? This your boy Self-Made EST. I'm here kicking it with the Mrs. Peachy Tyme here at Hits 92.3. Let's get it.
Let's go. Yes. Now, don't y'all forget, check me out tomorrow at Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio, baby. Yes. From 3 to 4 p.m. Y'all can check it out on the app, Hits 92.3 ATL, or y'all can come back here. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I'm all over in these streets, baby. I'm all over. So check me out. And here go our motivation, y'all.
Life can throw you some curves. And it's not just the things that you see coming, but sometimes it's the things that you didn't see coming that hit you out of nowhere, that set you back in such a way that it seems like you can't get over. And you've reached your limit and your bandwidth is full. You already said, I can't take another thing. And then out of nowhere, here comes something you didn't see coming and you're in it.
And in your homes, somewhere in your heart, these words are echoing. Am I going to make it?
When you get into a tight spot and everything goes against you until it seems that you cannot hold on for a minute longer, never give up then, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. There are times when your energy feels so depleted that you want to give up, that it looks just totally impossible. And I can tell you from my own personal experience, don't give up then. That's when you've got to fall forward, when life is kicking dirt in your face. Don't give up then. That's when most people turn back.
As long as you're alive, there is hope.
You're still alive. You're still here.
It's never too late, and it's never too dark, and we can always turn things around.
There's going to be bad days, there's going to be dark days, but you got to embrace it, because that pain is what makes you stronger.
Pain is the high cost of growth. If you want to grow up, you want to be mature, there is no way to do it without pain. You can't grow up on easy street. And the very thing that discourages you is the very thing that develops you.
No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you. The only person that's going to make a drastic change in your life, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, the only person that is going to dig you out of your hole is who? You. You have to do it for you.
You've got to become courageous to stand up within yourself, to face it and step forward.
We all get a taste of that victim mentality, the why me. You can become the victim of the situation or the victor of the situation. You need to be the master of your emotions, not let them affect you. You're the dictator. You're the captain of your boat, whether you let things affect you in a negative way or a positive way. I don't lose. I only win or learn. In life, there's only winning or learning. All your problems become gifts once you learn from them.
And some of you have allowed adversity to make you stop. And I'm telling you right now, don't give up. I'm telling you right now, don't give in. Get through it. Execute, execute, execute. In the midst of adversity, execute. You're going to work through this. You're going to get up. You're going to get dressed. You're going to get out. And you're going to do what you've been called to do. You're going to be what you called to be. And you're going to prove to everybody that tried to break you, everybody that tried to kill your dream, you're going to prove all of them wrong. And if you can work through your pain, I'm guaranteeing you, on the other side is a reward. Pain is not permanent. Pain is temporary.
All right. I'm going to say this. When I got pregnant with my daughter, I was pregnant with twins. And I lost my son when I was 7 months. Yeah, 7 months pregnant. I lost my son. And I had to continue to carry him throughout the term of the pregnancy. And when I tell y'all, that was the worst pain I ever felt in my entire life. And I pray I never have to feel a pain like that again, ever. I mean, it was just so devastating, and hurtful. And I remember people would tell me, you know, this too will pass. This too shall pass. There's going to be a bright side to this. You know, you have to go through a storm to get to the bright side, to get to the sunny side. And my bright side of that would definitely, hands down, have to be my daughter. She brings so much joy to our life. I mean, she is so extra special. Now, she a little bad, y'all. She bad a little bit. You know, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He'll tell you. She be doing some strange things. It ain't even for no change. She be doing some strange things. But, I mean, she wakes up. She be like, Mommy, I woke. I mean, it's like a sunshine that comes along with her to brighten everybody's day. And that's what I got out of that. And, oh, thank you, Gretchen. Yes, it was devastating. It was so devastating, you know, but through the grace of God, I made it. You know, I didn't give up. I didn't give up because I still had Trey. I didn't give up because I still had Kirsten inside of me that was striving well, was doing superb. So I couldn't give up. But when I tell you that was a storm for me. I think that moment changed me for the rest of my life. I've had friends tell me, Tennille, you ain't been the same since then. And I haven't. But at the same time, those people that told me that there was going to be a brighter side to this, I thank you. Because I didn't think it was going to ever be a brighter side. And now I see and I get it. And I feel that Tristan is somewhere in Kirsten, baby. He is somewhere in her. Is there anything you want to say about the motivation before we get off here tonight? Or anything about what I just said? Anything?
Thank you very much. God bless. Good night.
Yeah, he was hurt too. He can't talk about it right now, y'all. He can't talk about it. We'll talk about it on another day. How about that? No, you don't want to talk about it another day either. We could be helping someone that went through what we went through. I'm serious.
You went through more than I did.
I did. You're right about that. I did.
Remember,
but you still have to deal with something too.
I have a different understanding of life.
He does. And we will talk about that on another show. Bye. The missus with the kisses.
Peachy time. Peachy time.